Today on the channel, I'm very excited to be fighting crime in a future time for the first time ever. We got cops, we got Bulletproof.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for something decades in the making here for me personally, as today we got the first figure from the brand new c.o.p.s line in Bulletproof. But for all your Bulletproof needs, I believe Big Bad Toy Store exclusive, but for everything else under the sun, jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 15%, yes, 15% on all in-stock items. Got to get a deal out there. And you guys, longtime viewers of the channel, know I have a hardcore love for cops back in the day. I loved the cartoon as a little kid. It was right up there with G.I. Joe as one of my absolute favorites from my childhood. And I so badly wanted the action figures as a kid. But I distinctly remember my dad saying, Kyle, you got a He-Man collection, you got a Star Wars collection, you got G.I. Joe, you got wrestling, you got Transformers. We're not doing anything else. We're not getting this c.o.p.s one. We're not going down that line. So c.o.p.s was one of those lines I had to admire from afar. But man, oh man, was I always jealous of the kids that had the c.o.p.s figures. And there wasn't as many. G.I. Joe, a lot more accessible to many. But c.o.p.s was a moment in time with an amazing animated series that I absolutely did love in my childhood. So all these years later, I was very excited to hear there was going to be a new c.o.p.s line. I've been dreaming of this forever. We've done videos on the channel about my most wanted toy lines, and c.o.p.s always a part of that. And the day has finally come with our first figure. I'll bet even early, because I think this was supposed to come at the end of 2026, and here we are the spring or end of winter 2026 with this in our hands. So I am very excited for that. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And I remember, and I need to find these. I have a big like storage container in my house somewhere. I need to find it. I have a bunch of stuff from my elementary days of stories and stuff. You had to write stories in class. We all were there. And in second grade and third grade, I would make a lot of c.o.p.s fan fiction in our free writing time. So I can only imagine how wild those stories were. But I always thought c.o.p.s was just the greatest thing. And I would write my own episodes of c.o.p.s in class. I just loved Bulletproof and Long Arm so much. I just thought it was a great thing. You know, it's interesting. I don't know if they've ever said this, and maybe I just never read it. Maybe it's a known thing, but it always had RoboCop vibes to me, hence me wearing a RoboCop shirt here today. RoboCop and Sting, one of the greatest tag teams of all time. Look it up. But it always felt like Bulletproof was kind of based on RoboCop. You get shot up, you get all that kind of stuff, and they build you bigger and better and badder than ever before. Had some of that going on, a little bit of maybe Mask and G.I. Joe mixed with it. It was a good time, no matter how you slice it. But let's dive into it. We got a lot to talk about. This packaging is fabulous on here. Almost looks like a bookcase here. You got the classic c.o.p.s up there at the top. Absolutely do love that. C.o.p.s and Crooks. Don't forget the Crooks either. Looking good here. Bulletproof on the front. That's how I remember my Bulletproof. Does say federal agent. Includes crime-fighting pistol, briefcase, and soft goods trench coat. Fully posable. Fighting crime in a future time. Bulletproof. Big Bad Workshop on the side. Figure number 1, c.o.p.s logo at the top. Figure 1, c.o.p.s logo at the top. Nothing too fun up there. Big Bad logo once again. On the back, you get a little cross-sell. You get a little file card. You get a little story. You're playing all the hits. This is how I want the back of packaging to be. Love the looks of that. Coming soon. Long Arm. Always loved Long Arm. Can't wait to get that one. And Dr. Bad vibes around the corner. I hope they turn these out pretty quickly. I hope there's at least one every 3 months or something like that. I don't want this to be one of those series that takes 20 years to finish, because I won't be here in 20 years, Todd. I'll be somewhere. I'll be on a beach or something. I guess we're getting a lake house. That's what my wife told me. We're getting a lake house somewhere. So I guess we'll be doing that. But I'm going to read the back of this is what I'm going to do. Empire City is under siege. Big Boston is a nefarious gang of crooks of the city locked in their greedy claws. The cops are outgunned. The streets are in chaos, and danger is around every corner. Enter Special Agent Baldwin P. Vess, called by the mayor to crack the case. But when Vess takes one step, Elliot Ness, a little bit of that Robert Stack tie-in, maybe, to crack the case. But when Vess takes one step close to the truth, Big Boss's goons strike him down. Saved by highly advanced experimental microsurgery, Vess is rebuilt with a high-tech cybernetics and reborn as the unstoppable Bulletproof. Now Bulletproof commands C.o.p.s, an organization of police specialists ready to take down Big Boss and clean up the streets of Empire City, fighting crime in a future time. Codename Bulletproof, Department of Origin, Federal Department of Investigation. Badge number is a question mark. That's a wild one. What's your badge number? Question mark. It's like Prince, maybe. He's got his own little logo. But a lot to go on here. Do I read the back of this? I don't know if I read all of this story back here, but you'll be able to pause the video and read it if you want to. But it explains a lot about Bulletproof. An amazing, amazing guy. Love to see it. It says clip and collect as well. And then we do get the bookcase style opening here. You get a little comic book action, and then you get Bulletproof in there. Now, this is a big, small nitpick. I would have put him with the vest on in the package. I would have done that, but neither here nor there. But we're going to get down to business here. We're going to get down to Bulletproof business. And like I said, I always dreamed of having C.o.p.s figures, and my dream is coming true right before everyone's eyes right here on YouTube. The magic of YouTube, the magic of baggies. What are we doing here? Well, we got all kinds of stuff going on. We got twist ties, you name it. So I'm going to take Bulletproof offline, get him out of the package, get all this going, and we'll be back talking all things C.o.p.s and Crooks. All right, we got Bulletproof out of the package. Let's dive in, and I'm seeing hallmarks of course, Big Bad Workshop and some of their other lines. Got to get the most out of your molds. Reuse the name of the game. Makes a lot of sense here, and I'm glad we're just getting a C.o.p.s line. So going to be very fun to dive into this one here. And what, Todd McFarlane? You're telling me C.o.p.s is on Tubi? I already knew that. I'm way ahead of you there. A lot of good horror movies on Tubi, too. You ever see that movie Burial Ground? Oh, man. Okay. Save that for another time. But here we are. Let's dive into the accessories here. We do got the stand here. It does say C.o.p.s and Crooks. I'm here for that. I love a stand with my figure. I love a branded stand. This is going to be fun when we get all the C.o.p.s figures all lined up on there. So looking very good there. Diving into the hands here, we get plenty. Dare I say a bevy of hands, Todd McFarlane. 2 Fists of Fury right there. What do we got out of the packaging? We got trigger hands out of the packaging, which makes sense for a guy like Bulletproof. We do got a thumbs up hand and a what you gonna do, brother hand. So you can put a little extra pizzazz with your Bulletproof if you want to. And then we get this one, which I'll probably end up using. I love the looks of this hand here. He's showing his badge right there. He's letting them know who he is. It's Bulletproof, ready to go. And then a strange one I am really not sure of. We get multiple trigger hands. So we get 2 of the exact same trigger hand, but we get 1 glossy hand and 1 flat colored hand. So I'm not sure the reasoning on that. I guess they are different here. So this one you can put something in. This one is like tied up like a fist. So I don't know. I'm not sure the reasoning. Why do we get 1 glossy hand? What's the reason for that? The rest of them have a flat color. This one is gloss. Is what it is. Then we do get another trigger hand over here. So choose your own hand adventure, as we always say. We do get a very futuristic gun here for Bulletproof. Looking good. Looks like a machine gun styling. I don't know what you would call this. Looks like something from the Alley Vipers weapon arsenal. But looking very good. All in black. Got the silver on the barrel down here. Looking very cool. You do get effect pieces. Now, these are reuse. I know we've seen these before from Big Bad Workshop figures. You got the smoking gun at the end over here, like a young Billy gun and Bart gun is what it looks like to me. And then you got the blast effect as well. So you can stick both of these in with the figure if you want to. Give it a little extra pizzazz. I'm here for that. I'm shocked, though, Bulletproof doesn't come with like a little pistol or something. It feels like he should have had a pistol or a handgun. Maybe that's just me. Maybe they're trying to rep just the OG aspect of the C.o.p.s figures. Moving on here, we do get the briefcase here. Looking good. Is it a Halliburton? Todd McFarlane, you're a guy that's had a briefcase or 2 in your time. You only go with the old school leather businessman briefcases. That makes sense. You're a businessman at the end of the day. I'm more of a Halliburton guy. Looking very nice as I just break this thing right here in front of me. But you do got handcuffs that go around here. And then you did have the handle. And I guess you can remove it here as we can see. So if you want to have the handcuffs away from it, whatever you want to do. But you do get the suitcase here looking good. And the suitcase does open up. Yep, it does. And then inside, you got like a knife, you got some of the weapons and stuff, but nothing is removable out of here. Now, I wish this was just a little bit thicker of a briefcase and a little bit more hollow inside. It would have been absolutely amazing if I could have stored all the extra hands and effect pieces and stuff in here. If you could store it all inside of that, that would have been really fun. Is what it is, though, but I'm going to put the handcuffs back on here, like so. Like so. So you got that option there. So Very reminiscent of the old figure as well. Now, very strange, Bulletproof didn't come with the coat on out of the package. Is what it is. I'll put it on him, but you get the nice soft goods trench coat. No wire anywhere in here. Take that back. It looks like there's wire right here in the front. So we do get some wire in the front. No wire in the collar. Maybe no, I don't know if there's wire in the front either. It doesn't feel like it wire. It must be really in there and really thin, but you do get the movability there. So I am here for that. It does buckle in the front. You got real buckles here. Looking very good. Obviously, Bulletproof, his trench coat, a big part of his persona for me. Love to get that. You do get the big waist belt. We do got the wire in this for sure, so you can make it all tight on him if you want to. Ready to go, ready to fight Big Boss and his evil doers is what we're ready to do with that. So love to see it. But now we're diving into Bulletproof here. And man, he's looking like Bulletproof. Man, he's got that like flat top hairdo. He's got the little curl here like Superman. So I wonder if they're taking stuff from a lot of different popular properties and kind of putting it here. But you got that going on. I will say it was always really cool that he was a black leading man of a cartoon, whatever. But you didn't have a lot of black guys that were the leaders. And, I don't know. I don't know if that was, inspirational to young black kids out there, maybe once upon a time. I don't know. But I always loved Bulletproof. Him and Long Arm were my two guys. But you didn't have many black leaders, I don't think, in the cartoons. Stalker kind of with G.I. Joe. I'm trying to think there was anybody else. I don't know. I think that's it. Panthro? I don't know if Panthro was a black guy. He was a cat. He was a cat, Todd McFarlane. But Bulletproof, a favorite of mine, and it looks just like Bulletproof here. You got the shades going on. 2 ears, 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. Now, you can see the eyes behind the sunglasses, but these sunglasses appear not to be removable. So that is strange, but I do like that extra step of a detail here with the eyes there looking good. Got a little bit of a pouty lips on him here. All Bulletproof, all pouty on him. Looking very nice. Second head for Bulletproof. Got a little sly smile going on as I just throw that head. What am I doing here? What are we doing? We're brand new here. We're brand new. Dropping it on the floor. I got dogs down here on my legs too. I got Ace. Ace has been a constant visitor on weekly purchases as of late. I don't know what's going on with that, but found the head here, and I got some of Ace's hair with it. And I pulled that right from Ace, so lucky me. But the smile, the little smirk on Bulletproof with this one. Looking pretty good. Looking good. I'm not sure which head. It's actually a pick-em for me. Do I want him smiling or do I want him more stoic? I'm not sure, but both head sculpts very good for Bulletproof here. I'm here for that. Diving into Bulletproof a little bit more, you got like a long sleeve shirt over the top in yellow. Got a little bit of a collar going on. A very pale yellow color, like he's ready for Easter is what it looks like to me. Talked about the hands already. Got the trigger hands out of the package. But then the midsection is where business picks up. Man, hard times. He had to be put back together right here with all the silver and all the wires. And it even looks like he's got a little badge right there in the middle of the chest, but does look real good. I like the extra attention to detail with all the wires and pipes. And you could probably, if you were a customizer, bring out the color a little bit more in this if you wanted to play around with it. But I do think it looks very good there. Moving down to the legs, it looks like his pants. It almost looks like pants without around the waist. But you got a nice brown color there with the silver trim. And then he's got like those hush puppy shoes. Is that what they're called? I don't know what they're called, but they look good. Very 80s styling here in the brown and white. My dad used to have a pair in the black and white. I'll never forget it. Never forget it. But looks really good. Articulation, you got butterfly shoulders on this one. Arms all the way around for us. Bicep cut. Double jointed, pinless elbows, smooth as butter. Hands back and forth, side to side. Hands removable, smooth as butter as well. Head removable, back, forth, side to side, up and down. You also got neck articulation in there, so a lot of articulation. Hula hoop up top, maybe a little looser than I would like it to be, but it's not terrible. I will say the paint, it could have used maybe one more coat of yellow about the shoulders. Maybe that's just mine, though. Your mileage may vary. Waist articulation, yep, lower waist looking good. Big old Bulletproof splits. Well, he is part cyborg, so that's about as good as you're going to get. Leg goes up pretty good in the front. You do get a thigh cut. Double jointed, pinless knees, smooth as butter. Boot cut. No boot cut, but you do get ankles back, forth, side to side, up and down. Very good articulation on Bulletproof right here. I like what I see. I like what I see. And I'm going to stick him on the cop stand, see what all the fuss is about with that. Looking pretty darn good right there. I got to say, I'm very excited about this. Now, I'm biased. I've been wanting cops forever, so you could almost put anything out here, cops for me, and I'm going to be excited. But this is really nice, and it's in the G.I. Joe classified style, let's call it. So that is really cool. Very G.I. Joe adjacent back in the day and still feels that way now in the same kind of scale. I'm here for this. My biggest hope for this line is obviously that it's successful, but I hope we get the figures fairly good measure. We don't have to wait 6 months, a year in between figures. That is no fun, and that can kill a line, as we've seen. But if we can get a figure every 3 months or 2 figures every 3 months, something like that, I would absolutely love to see that. So we'll see when the next 2 come, hopefully sooner rather than later. You got to imagine Bulletproof's going to be the most popular, probably the one with the biggest sales. He was the leader after all. But I'm here for all of them. Can't wait to see where this line does go here in the future. But Bulletproof is a home run for me as far as where I sit. You guys know right here at this table. But how about some comparisons here? A little Valaverse. You got Pandora next door. So see what Pandora looks like there. We do got that Operation Monster Force. So fits right in that kind of world as well. I'm going to take him off that stand. Fits right there in that world as well. So you can kind of see how that goes. We do got the Soldier of Fortune, the Enemy. Just unboxed that on the channel recently. Check out that video, or maybe it hasn't happened yet. It's on Patreon. There you go. How about that? Looking pretty good. We got Cobra Commander. And take him off that stand. So G.I. Joe Classified, yeah, it's about the right size. That's pretty much the same size there. So really could fit in any of your big bad workshop worlds, but also fit in the classified world if you want to. And heck, probably Marvel Legends as well. So this could be great. If you're not all in on this line, but you just want Bulletproof and you want to put him with like the Punisher and Daredevil and Spider-Man, you could do that if you want to. You want to have him a member of the Joe team. Or if you're like me, hoping, fingers crossed, we get a huge shelf of c.o.p.s figures, you put them there in the future. So very versatile, very fun. Playing all those 80s hits is what we're doing here with Bulletproof. But what's your guys' thoughts on this? Did you need c.o.p.s in your life like I did? Are you excited for this one? Did you pick this one up? Let me know in the comments down below. You made it this far, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you on Patreon, YouTube channel memberships. The best way to support this YouTube channel and all the content it does bring. Appreciate all the support over there. Sir Paul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and the Kyle Peterson Show. KylePetersonShow at gmail.com, of course, and the Kyle Peterson Show podcast available every Tuesday, wherever podcasts are found, with video cast on YouTube each and every single Tuesday. So for Bulletproof, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?
When you hot, do you know your part? When you're hot, that's right. And when you're not, you're not.
See you later!